everyone. Good evening. Thank you all so much for being on this call today. I'm so excited about what we're getting ready to hear. When I tell you that we have the best person to share with us about our new PM Pay, I can tell you, she is someone who has been in this industry for more than 47, oh my God, years. I can't believe it. As I'm looking at her, I can't imagine that. I don't even believe it, but she's been 30 years in the network marketing industry. She really has a deep love for what the opportunity brings to everyone, and she's deeply committed to really seeing others succeed. As a matter of fact, she's built a business where she ranks #2 in her company and really has spent more than 15 years working with enterprises and startup network marketing companies of all of North America and worldwide, really helping them to focus on the #1 asset in their company, and that's you, the field leaders. And so today, she works as a supplier on the supplier side of the business, supporting companies with the main goal of ensuring that the end results is mutually beneficial in terms of the partnership so that everyone wins in this business. So tonight, it really is a special treat that she is here today to really kind of talk to us about our new PM Pay program. So please welcome the Global Vice President in Customer Growth, Darla Brown.
Well, hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing very well tonight. And I want to say hi. I tried to take notes. That I'm a note taker. Might be a good idea for you guys to do the same thing tonight, but I'm a note taker. And I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me and see me okay? Yes? Yes. Tonette, yes, it's all good. Okay. So I know that we have Lizelle, David, Gian, Michelle, Ping, Beata, Chloe, Julie, Anita, Joanna. I know there's 2 of them, right? And let's see here, Lucy, I think I'm going to say this right, Kalusia, Annie. Anyways, there's tons of you here, and I'm so excited to have all of you here tonight. I love doing this. This is the heart of what I'm all about. When I can help people see things better, be able to train their people better, and actually end line is to help you guys succeed. That's right. When you said, Tonette, I've been doing this for a lot of years. That's the reason I got into this business so many years ago. And by the way, it's the best industry in the world. And OMG, the other thing I got to say to you guys as well, I know I'm going to get talking about commissions, which is, hey, that's the most important thing, right? Get paid, right? After you do all the hard work and working with your people, it's important. But the #1 thing out there, right, is to take care of people. And that's what we do. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to probably take my video away because you don't need to see me. And Shaylee Beatty, who is our manager over here for your new PM Pay Plus, has got a PowerPoint that she's going to bring up so that you guys can learn and then pass it on. And I mean, isn't that all about duplication, right? So excited to be here tonight. Thank you for having me, Tonette. Thank you, Randy, wherever you are. I can't see you in the list of people there, but thank you for having me here. And for all of you here that are with this incredible PMI, 30 years. Oh my goodness gracious, the best of the best. I was there in Mannheim when the 30-year celebration was. It was incredible. And I'm sure all of you, a number of you were there too. And if you weren't, oh my gosh, it didn't matter. You watched it online. It was phenomenal. It absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it. So you are in the right place at the right time. That's for sure. So Shaylee, if you could do me a favor, I'm going to thank you so much. I'm going to stop my video and I'm going to get chatting. Now, I will say that this is a little different, but here's the really great thing about different. Different means a lot of the times, and it does for sure with you in this particular case, better. I want to get into the nitty and gritty of how you work with this. But I think the other thing that you need to make sure of that you're doing when you're speaking with your people in your teams and how you're sharing it with them is that this is going to be a simpler way for them overall to receive their payments. That's a very important thing, right? And so I think that's going to be fun for you too. So let's go ahead and let's go to the first page there. And now I'm going to get technical, which is, it's important. So the first thing that you need to know is that the account that you have, that when you sign up, is actually owned by you. So what that means is that this is an account. So if you folks have anybody in your groups that are not bankable or they don't go to a bank, this is a way for them to get paid and actually be able to use their money for a number of different things, right? They will receive instant and secure commission payments. But by what I mean is that as soon as PM sends you over your money, as soon as that happens, as soon as it's 1 minute next, and it's to you. So if you're getting paid on the 15th and they sent us that money, initially it takes a minute and it's in your accounts and it's there. So isn't that kind of cool, right? And it's secure. So we are a company that, and it's important for you to know this, that we've been around since, well, I'll get into it in a minute, but we have been around for a very long time. We are world renowned and we are #1 in the world in taking care of direct sales companies like yourselves. So this is fantastic for you, and it's also great for PMI, and it's great for us. It's a really good partnership. So you can spend your earnings immediately with tons of different options. By that, I mean that you can spend pretty much wherever you want to, which is kind of cool. I will come back to that, Lucy. I promise I'll answer questions after, okay? I know it's there. I know the team at PMI Plus are going to take care of me for that. So just keep putting your questions there and we'll answer, I promise. So you can also pay for your products using your PM Pay Plus account if you want to, no problem. It is a branded Visa in certain places. Overseas, it's a MasterCard, but here's the thing. You can go into any store and use that for purchasing. And you can load funds in the United States into your payment account for an external account as well. So that's kind of a cool thing. Shaylee, go ahead. So here's the places that you can actually spend. You can instantly spend with a card. You have access to cash at an ATM. You can use spend back purchases if you want, which is coming up soon. You have a virtual card instance, which means that as soon as you register and your team registers for their accounts, even though their card is not in hand, if they've gotten paid, they have access immediately to be able to use that money wherever they want to use it. So they don't have to wait for the hard copy card to come in. It also is usable with Apple Pay and Google Pay and many others. And if you wish, you can also bank transfer as well. Go ahead. So your available balances, like I said, you can make that with your plastic or your virtual card. There's no need to load the card because we're loading it for you with the commissions that you've made, that you've earned. You don't have to do any of that, right? And you can send that over to a mobile wallet if you want to. And it is acceptable anywhere where Visa is accepted in the United States, Canada, wherever you are, because I know some of you may have downlines in other places. It's acceptable anywhere across the world. Go ahead. So this is kind of, I'm just kind of playing on this a little bit for you to know that it's so awesome to have a wallet, right, that shows you. And the other thing is too, there's no waiting. The funds are accessible right away. It's with Apple Pay and Google Pay, that's really great. And there's other cash apps that you can do as well. Go ahead. The other thing that's really super important here is that we have comprehensive support, meaning that let's say that you would prefer to have all of your any kind of support in the language of your choice, whether it be English, French, Spanish, Cantonese. I mean, the languages go on and on. We have access to everything that you need across the world. And we have a 24-hour online card support for anything with lost or stolen cards. We also have email support in any language. We have live chat in any language. We have 6 languages that are live that you can have conversations with. We're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. And by the way, our people are located right in Rochester, New York. So these are people that are part of our company. This is not, and I say this with very big pride, we are not a third-party company where we outsource the people that you're going to have your teams reaching out to. They are actually part of our company. And we take very big pride in having the right type of people working with us to support our people in the field that are out there working so hard. Go ahead. So here's how you register. It's really quite simple. Okay. So you just go right ahead and you're going to get an email, okay, that says no reply at mypayquicker.com. And the subject line is going to say an invitation from PayQuicker. Oh, and I forgot to mention this, folks, as well, that when you see that invitation from PayQuicker, this whole presentation that I have that we're doing right now, you're going to have this in your back office. You can actually show this to anybody you want to, or show them how to get started if they're not sure, to get registered. It's going to be right back there for you. So yeah, the subject line says an invitation from PayQuicker. And then basically you just click here to create your account. And that link will start the registration. At that point, you have an option, okay, to if somebody is they're not sure, they're nervous, they can always contact customer support, which is right in that email as well. You can see it to your left there. And by the way, look at the languages, okay, and look at where from. And then at the bottom, they can view this email as soon as they want to in English, in Dutch, in Spanish, all those languages down there. They can click on it. It'll go directly into those languages as well. Next, Shaylee, please. So when you go to step 2, which is creating your new user account form, it's pretty straightforward. A couple of things that I want to be really clear on is that you must register who you are. In other words, my name is Darla Dawn Brown, okay? So for identity verification purposes, which of course I know you all understand, you need to be able to match to what you do, right? That you have to put your legal first and last name in. So my first name is Darla Dawn, my last name is Brown. So I would have to put in my first and last name right away. That must match something on your identification, something like a driver's license, or, you know, whatever that regular ID that you would use. Please, I cannot stress this enough, do not use the company name there, okay? You don't want to do that. The company will be, if you have an LLC or an incorporation, you can register this afterwards, okay? And there's a place, I'm going to show you how to do that. But when you first go in, it's got to be your legal first name and your last name. And then what you want to do is, at that point, they're going to ask you to create a unique username, whatever that is, and password, not to use the existing login credentials, obviously. And, oh, no, you don't, for any transition, do we pay? We'll come back to all of that, I promise, okay? And then also to your email and your ID are already filled in for you. So you don't have to worry about that. That's how we know who you are. That's how we know who your people are. That existing email address and ID are already there. You don't fill that in. You just have to do your name and your last name. That's your legal name and last name, and basically create a username and password. That's it. That's all. Okay, next. So then from there, what you do is you're going to get an email that basically is going to be verified before completing registration. So this email, once you do that, is going to say here, open this email from no reply pay quicker, again, mypayquicker.com, new account creation, verify your email address. So that will tell you right there and then that it's verifying, and you just click on that click to verify your email address right there. Just click on click, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And again, I don't know if you noticed, it shows you here on the left-hand side. That's all they have to do is just click that. Now, remember, if they've transferred over to another language, that's going to be in Spanish or French or whatever that is. That won't be in English. That'll be in Spanish or French or whatever language they choose. Go ahead. And then again, verifying email address, entering your username, the one that you've used, the email address, and the password that you've put in, right? Then you click log in, and then you go to completing registration steps. And at this point, it's going to ask you for date of birth, where you want, what time zone you're in, whether it's Eastern time zone, Germany time zone, which is 6 hours ahead of where I am right now. Enter the phone numbers, your residential address where you live, and then also a mailing address, because maybe some of you have a different mailing address than your residential address. So be very clear on that, because that's where your card is going to get sent. Okay. And then if in fact there is any identity verification that needs to be required, seldom happens, but if it is, it's very straightforward. It'll say so, and you can reach out to our customer support team, which will help you walk through whatever it is that you need to do. Next. So, and then here is the terms and conditions. So I highly recommend, not everybody does this, but I highly recommend that you click the agreement so that you can see everything on the terms and conditions for you to become a part of our PM Pay Plus, and you just click I agree, and that's it. And you know, I would say it's a 50-50 thing. Some people do, some people don't. I mean, I trust what's there, but if you're more of a I want to read everything thing, then this is where you want to go and make sure that you check on the terms and conditions. Again, I highly recommend you do that as well. So it's all about your privacy policy, terms of use, your agreement with the cardholder, and your fee agreements. Everything is right there. So nothing is hidden. Everything is transparent. Go ahead. And then from there, your registration is complete. And then you go and you click right there, and it'll look just like that to access your account. So if I was a brand new person coming into the business, I would say that the best thing that they could do is literally have this whole PowerPoint up as they're registering so that they can see what they're doing and they can do it step by step. FYI, I have my own card with my company, same thing. I went through this whole process. That's exactly what I did. I went step by step. I followed. I am not tech savvy, just so that you guys know, but it was super simple for me to be able to do that. Oh, I think there's something about that on your cards, if I'm not mistaken, right? Go ahead. Thanks. And so your registration success email is going to come at that point, and the email contains the link to log into your new account. It also shows you the customer support contact information. It's everywhere, by the way, folks. There is no way that you don't know that we're there. And I highly recommend, and I'm going to say this to you to tell your people this too. Don't call into PM Pay Plus if you have questions about us. What you want to do, or when I say PM Pay Plus, I mean, don't call into PMI, into the customer service there. What you want to do is you want them to call into PM Pay Plus. That's us. We're the ones that are going to be able to support all of your people and show them what to do if they're having a challenge or they need help or whatever. That's our job. That's why we're here. This is something that I know from being in my past in the field. You know, it's so important to have the right places to contact. We have all the information we have to give to you, but also too, we have people that are physically there to be able to support any questions that your people may have. So as leaders, you don't want to have to do this either. You don't need to know all the answers. What you need to have is a place that you can send them to, and also to obviously a Q&A, which I'm going to show you about in a minute, which is kind of wild and crazy and good. But at the same time, we want you to come to us. We are fully expecting for people to check in on and ask us questions. That's what our customer relations team does. Our customer service team takes care of the things that your people need to have answers to. Okay. And also too, again, the link to communication preferences is right there too. Okay, so go ahead. So the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to want to set up a two-step verification. All of us know right now that security is the most important thing you can do to protect your card, protect your identity, protect everything. So you have two choices. You can either go with the Authy app or SMS text. I know what I prefer, but I'm not going to say to you what you prefer because you know best, right? So you can do that two-step verification. Go ahead, Shaylee, please. So with the app, with Authy app, it basically goes through a regular setup, two-step verification, click on, and it goes through clicking the link, installing the Authy map, and it takes you step by step. I don't think I need to go through all 11 steps here with you. I know that, you know, if anybody like myself is doing this, they'll follow the steps that are put in front of them. The most important thing is that they click the link, install the Authy mobile device app, open it up, and then go ahead and get prompted to go through to the approved part. It's really straightforward and very common with most of anything that has security involved. This is one of the best, actually it is the best in the industry. So highly recommend you use this. The other option is to do SMS text, which a lot of people are very comfortable doing as well. And you can do that as well, where text messaging for I can never say that word right, authentication. And you want to have that, you can use that as an alternative as well. Very easy to do. Okay. And it just basically walks you through how to do that as well. And I highly recommend, I mean, you must, in my world, in today's world with the stuff that's going on out there, you want to really protect your account. I will say this to you as well. If ever you ever have a question or you see something that's not right, and you want to make sure that it's, you know, obviously something's happened, whatever. I mean, it can happen to any card. I mean, you've seen it happen, I'm sure, with other cards out there. You just need to call in or send a message in, and the investigation, they'll do everything that they need to do to make sure that your account is not compromised. So I just wanted to let you know that. Go ahead. So your payment account, and let me show you how this works. So go ahead, and I'm going to show you. So now, immediately after that, what's going to happen is that virtual card of yours. So you haven't got your hard copy card in your hand yet. However, immediately, if you've registered and you've gotten paid, that money is sitting there waiting for you to spend. Okay. And do what you need to, pay bills, do whatever you need. It is there immediately after you register. So you can actually immediately, within a minute of you registering, you'll see the money is there for you. And that's really cool. And then when you get your card, I want you to look to the right and see what it looks like. It has your logo. It has simple and successful there. That is unbelievable, and it's lovely. It looks great. And also too, this is a great marketing tool for you as well, right? I mean, when you go out and you take somebody for, you know, whatever, a coffee or water, or you're having lunch with them, or you're purchasing at a store, they're going to see this and they're going to see it and go, well, what's that? It doesn't look normal to me. It's opening for you guys to do a little bit of marketing for yourselves and your business as well. I come from the field, so I always take opportunities to use things that I think are good business benefits that you can, you know, the benefits and the features that you can promote to your team and also to other people. They're impressed when they see things like that. So go ahead. So this is what your own account is going to look like. You're going to have access to this, and it's going to look just like that. This is where you can go in and you see the home page. So at the top, you'll see home, then card, then account, and then help, and then use my virtual card. So if you want to use it, That's how you can do it. And you can attach that, like I said, to your wallet as well. And it's going to show any pending transactions. Another thing that's really great about this, folks, is that this is a great way for you to track your expenses. This is a great way for you on a month-to-month basis. Use this for end of year. It is fantastic as an entrepreneur to be able to use this because everything that you do on the card is going to show, right? So if some of it is personal, great. If some of it is business, great. Highlight the ones that are business, print it off. That's something you can give to your accountant. It also shows that you are an independent business owner as well, especially if you have a business, you have a business that you're building and growing with. As leaders, I know you all are. So this is quite important. And you can teach that to your team too, on how to make sure that they're using this account as well to their benefit and showing the business that they have so that they can do the right things at the end of the year for expenses or whatever else that they want to do. Go ahead. So, and right away, you're going to get a complimentary virtual card from PM International. This is free until August the 1st. However, your optional card is free only until August the 1st. So you guys, if you want to make sure that you're telling your downline now, right now, to get those cards ordered, right? Because it's free. Post August the 1st, it's not going to be free. So go for it and make sure that you make that happen. It's super important that you do that. Go ahead. So how do you enter your business information? Now, I know a lot of you at this level may have an LLC, you might have an incorporation. It's really straightforward. You just add the business name. Post registration. I can't say this enough. Post registration. You just go into click your edit profile in the drop-down menu. Okay, it's going to say edit profile, the drop-down menu. And right in there, you just go right next to your name on the top of the right screen. You can see it at the top, home, and right there, you go there. And then enter the business name in the business information section of the account. And then just click save changes. So that now has entered the business information, which connects what you're doing with this particular account and the fact that it's your business, right? So you can then use this at the end of the year or whenever you do your year end, if you're not doing year end on December 31st. This is your way to reconcile and do whatever you need to do from a dollar and cent standpoint. Go ahead. So here as well is the card tab. That's where you can use your virtual card. Also, it shows all of your pending transactions, again, recent transactions, and also to, if in fact, go ahead to the next one. You'll see under account, there's an overview. It'll show you that. Also too, it'll give you all the account activity. Everything is going to be shown there. You can pull statements from month to month if you wish. Your account settings, you can put that in there. You can change your password if you choose to. You can add a bank account. You can send instant payment. You can transfer money over to your bank if you want. Any outstanding fees are listed there. And also too, you can link to the mobile app. So everything is there for you to do. Gina, if you put it in the chat, I think what the team is going to do is they're going to take all the questions, bring them back. And then on Thursday, we're going to come back with all the answers to everything, if that helps. Go ahead. So adding a bank account is very straightforward. You just basically put where you want it to go, the country that it needs to be in, the nickname if you want to use one, the name on the account, the bank name, the bank sort code, the account number, the account type, and the bank and what it is for. That's it. It's just basically like you would do for anything else with adding a bank account. You just put your bank account information in there for yourself so that you can transfer funds from there if you wish to. Go ahead. You can then transfer money to your bank. If you want to, it comes from this account into, and of course, the amount that you choose to transfer. Very straightforward, very simple to do. The virtual debit card, like I mentioned, is already in process, or it's already done once you've signed up. So that's really great that you can do that. Go ahead. When you get your card, you're going to get this, it's going to tell you to activate, and it's also going to give you some tips. Please, when you get that, read those tips. They are really great tips to help you to save money on any banking charges that would come outside of your card. So we try very hard to make sure that you get all the benefits and the least amount of money to pay as well. Okay, go ahead. And the biggest thing about this is that we also have questions that you can have answered. We have an FAQ that has at least 25 to 30 pages of questions that can be answered. So if you have somebody in your downline that's not sure, send them to this help center first, the FAQs to read and find. If they can't find it, then of course, right there, you're going to see it says contact us. Right. And so you do not have to do this. Your focus should be on your business and building your business and taking care of that. So there you go. Next. And then if you could take me off of the screen down just for a second, John, I saw that. I will answer that for you. But guess what? I think that's kind of, you can bring me up. It's kind of funny that you said that, John. And I can relate to you because I'm from Canada. So I live in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, FYI. So I know that, yes, the banking information is different, but when they're in Canada, they're going to see a different format. So all this, what you're seeing right here is the US format. I know they need to use Swift and they have to do different things. That's fine. They can, and it will be there for them. And it's quite straightforward and very simple. So Tonette, I'm wondering if we are good. I mean, I tried to keep it in our time frame of 30 to 40 minutes because I know people's time is precious. Is there anything?
You actually have time. You have time. You have time. So if there's anything, sorry, I have my camera off. If there's anything that you feel you want to answer right now, you're more than welcome. What's happening is that, just so that you know, this was just to give you all a quick overview. The main thing that you want to do is make sure your team has gone through this process. And so that's why on Thursday, we're going to do another call, but this call will be for the general public. And so what we wanted to do is think of those questions that you have that maybe your team will have, and then we're going to compile those and then be able to answer them all at once. But we do have time, Darla. So if you want to address anything, you're more than welcome to do that.
Okay, I'll look in the chat and see what I can do here. Let me take a peek. Bear with me. Yes, Joanna, I'm going to go right to, hang on, I'm going to go right to the top here. Feel free to list your questions. If you have your own bank account and a prepaid card at the same time, where will the money go? If you have your own bank account and okay, so Lucy, I'm not quite sure. So what you're saying is you're with another company right now where your money is going to. Yeah, you'll be able to use that. Doesn't go anywhere. Okay, whatever you've got right now, whatever other account you've got right now that you've gotten paid by PMI, it's going to be there, and you can use it until it becomes zero. So you don't have to worry about that. No, the money's not going anywhere. Nobody's taking it away from you. It's safe in that account because that's your account. Okay. That's in the past. This is in the future. This is the next commissions that are coming in. That's why we want to get you guys registered, and we want to get your team registered as well. Does that make sense? I hope it does. If not, put it at the bottom and I'll keep coming down. I'll come back to you. Okay. If we are not able to respond to your questions tonight, yeah, I got that. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm reading them. I'm literally reading them as I go. I hope you guys understand. I want to tell you guys something. Okay. Just so you know, my field years of 15 years, I'm all about the field. I just need you guys to know this. I am all about the field. So I want to make sure that you guys get the answers you need, because that's where I came from, right? I understand. And especially as a leader, I mean, I see Joanna's in a car driving right now, and I can see her going, okay, I'm trying to listen to this and drive at the same time, because that's the life, right? That's the life. So are there any monthly fees associated with this account. Yes, Joanna, absolutely there are. Like every account, there's fees associated, which you will have access to, so you will be able to see, and so will everybody else. We have been we are transparent, and so is, of course, PM International, no different than anywhere else. There's always fees associated, and there's also, remember, your bank's going to have fees, or you know, ATMs are going to have fees. That's normal, Joanna, just so you know.
And Darla, they can actually find that information already under in the portal where you find all of this information, which you've walked them through. So a lot of the questions that they're having, if they would just go to that portal, look at it, look through the information, you'll be able to answer some of those. So we'll take a couple of more, and then that way we can give you back your time. And then what we'll do is on Thursday, when we have the other call, which I'm going to give you all the information, we'll come back to it, because it looks like I'm getting quite a few.
Right. And honestly, if there are questions that are here, if maybe, Tanette, what you can do is you can screenshot them. And honestly, what I can do, if there's anything that seems to be repetitive or whatever, you and I can come back to between each other, and then you and Randy and the team can all pass this on. Again, I am all about keeping on time with people, because time is time is everything for everybody these days, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so I think. No, you don't need to close anything by yourself. You just let it roll. Use it as to zero, and then you're with us, and we'll take care of you. And the invitation will come to you, Lizelle. Don't worry, it'll come to you. First time you get paid, next time you get paid, it's going to come, and it'll be you that'll get paid. And if there is a challenge with anything like that, Tonette, Randy, Gordon Hester, all your people that are your leadership internally can reach out to myself, and we will take care of you. I'm going nowhere. If you guys need me to come on 3, 4, 6, 8, 15 calls to help your field, your people, I'm here. I'm that person. Tonette knows that. Okay.
This is very true. But you know what? I'm going to tell you, you're dealing with the best in terms of leadership, and
I'm not surprised.
They know how to do this, and I bet you anything, you won't have a lot that will happen once they. I
have no doubt about that, but I'm just saying, I'm always here to support, Tonette. You know me. I will always support. That's my job, right? And that's why I'm still in this industry 32 years later. You know, I love it. And I love the fact that you guys are doing so great. I was so blown away by this company and what it does, and where you guys are standing in all of direct sales worldwide, and the growth and the incredible things that you guys are doing. You should be, and I'm sure you are, so proud. I'm proud, and I'm not even there. What can I tell you? Anyways, all right, Tonette, if there's anything else, that's great. Get back to me. In the meantime, folks.
Yeah, here, what I'm going to do is in the chat, I think everyone does have my number, my email address. I'm going to just go ahead and put it on there. If you want to send me an email off of something that's general, then we'll add those to the questions. I've gotten the majority of the questions, and I'll give those to Darla and make sure that she has them for Thursday. The information on Thursday in terms of the information for our call. Let me go ahead and put that up there for you guys. Hold on one second.
And while you do that, I'm just going to answer. Yes, there's the monthly maintenance fee, but you can go and look that up. It's in the back office. Remaining balance, no, won't be transferred over. It stays there. You guys can use it until it goes to zero. The new PM Pay Plus is new. So the next commission will go to that. You know, that's how it works, right? So what you've had in the past, you can still use and use it for whatever you need to until it goes to zero. And then eventually, in the next, when you register, you're going to switch over to us, and you'll get paid there. And that's how it's going to work.
And have the funds already on their cards. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, let me go ahead, and I will share my screen with the information on the next call that's happening on Thursday. Know that it is, hope I'm showing the right one. Yeah, let's see. There it is. Just know that if, like I said, you don't necessarily have to write it. We will be sending out an email with that information, but it would be helpful if you would go ahead and register and spread the word about registering for this. So thank you so much, Darla, and your team for really offering and the support that you've given to us in the launch of this. This is just another way that PM International is really trying to do what we can to give you that support that you need. So thank you all so much. And thank you again, Darla. This was great. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys back. You are simply the best.
All right. Have a great day.
Have a good night. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
You live the moment and know where it will go.